Hi, you are welcome to the home of the Pathfinders. This is the place for purpose, greatness, and prosperity. Good to have you today. It's a place where we also want to use the power of our mind and our purpose to produce impact and greatness, to be a life of contributing, becoming a contributor to life. Isn't that good? So you have to join us. Join us as we continue this journey. Good to have you. We're going to continue our video, and before I go further, I will actually want to apologize to each and every one of us that has reached out to me in one way or the other, where you have not seen the videos coming week after week. I really want to apologize. It was not intentional. Before I could knew it, time has gone so fast. It was just basically because I had so much on my table. I had huge backlog of work to sort out, and as I was just began to deal with them, they kept unfolding. But I can tell you now that I'm done with that, and this is the only time that will ever happen. So just take my apology. That will not happen again. I really mean it, and I'm very sorry for that sort of break. It was not deliberate. But I also want to bring you something that will become one of the best of the Pathfinders. So I didn't just want to come and give you the usual. I also want us to begin to grow in this community. As you are also growing, I am also growing. So let's all grow together. All right. So that brings us to this topic today. As you can see, the 7 mega moves for mega success. So if you want to have success in your life, if you want to have mega success, imbibe these 7 moves. You will not regret it. And you will see yourself becoming successful in that thing that you want to do. I also want us to define success, because success, sometimes every one of us have a way of defining our success. The way I see success is this. It's just basically anything that you desire and you're able to accomplish it. Or rather, you are in the process of accomplishing that thing. So success is not an event, it's the process. In every area or in any sphere of your life, you can have success. So it doesn't mean that for you to be successful in life, you have to be rich, worthy, and have all this huge money in your savings. No. Success basically is anything that you desire to see in your life and you're able to achieve it, or you are in the process of achieving it. So for me, one of the things I've had success in over my life, for the longest time I've been on the earth, I've had successes, I've had failures. But in the last 2 years, I can boldly tell you that I've had success in knowing my purpose. Remember, I'm not talking about your job, your career, your qualification, your profession, your occupation, none of that. Perhaps also your gift. I'm talking about purpose, the reason for your being, God's original intent for creating you, the reason why you are here on the earth. So it's beyond your calling, your profession, and any of that. Because I have come to a place where I don't want to live a life of a career. I have stopped living a career life, and I've now shifted into living a life of purpose. Because purpose is the only thing that brings fulfillment to you, that brings that inner joy. If you just become a career person, most times you will not find fulfillment in that career. But when you are able to live a life of purpose, that is when you begin to see yourself becoming fulfilled. So I found my purpose and I feel fulfilled. It's a place where you come to your life and you see yourself wanting to give more, wanting to put more into people. So these 7 moves were part of my journey to my purpose. And in that journey of knowing my purpose, these 7 moves were critical. But I also want you to know that in these 7 moves that we have right here, are also replicable to anything in our life. So if you want to see yourself becoming an investor, becoming financially successful in your marriage, in your health, in your family, in your personal life, imbibe these 7 moves. If you replicate these 7 moves in every sphere of your life, you will find a mega success. So we're just going to look through these 7 moves and see how it relates to each and every one of us. Basically, these 7 moves is also my story. It's also part of my story. So let's take it one after the other. But because of time today, we might not be able to actually look at every of the list. We might look at 3 to 4 today. In our next video, we'll be able to cover the remaining 3 or 4. All right, is that good? Okay. If you look at the very first on this list, is mentor. If you want to have a mega success in your life, have a mentor. What I mean by mentor is that I'm talking about mentorship. In my journey of knowing my purpose, I just found out that, because I actually arrived in Australia 2009, okay? Not quite long. And in that process, when I knew I had something in me, when I arrived in Australia, there was that, that sort of awareness that there was something greater than me that I wanted to achieve in life. There was something bigger than me that I wanted to contribute in life. And the way I felt I could achieve that, I saw myself leaning on somebody. So I actually leaned myself on someone who became my mentor. It was intentional, it was conscious, and I began to see myself, going back to him. So if you want to see any success in your life, because whatever road, whatever pathway you're about to take to achieve your desired goal, your desired success, someone has been there before. So the whole essence of having a mentor is someone who will guide you to arrive at the destination, that he or she has arrived. Whatever future you want to see in your life, whatever aspiration of your future, whatever aspiration you have for yourself, your future is somebody's past. So wouldn't it be wise that you get somebody who can actually show you the pathway to arrive at the destination where they arrived sometime before? And that was what I did. I had a mentor who was able to mentor me and actually led me to giving birth to my purpose. He actually made that work easier for me. Remember, I've told you that I was 2009. For the 15 years of my stay in Australia, I only got to know my purpose only 2 years ago. But I know of so many people who have lived 50, 60, 70 years of their life and have found their purpose. So you don't want to be one of them. You want to go out and look for somebody who can mentor you, who can help you in that pathway. And I've said this before in our other video, that if you want to know my mentor, that's his name, Richard Amoya. He is my mentor. He is still my mentor, and he's also going to remain my mentor. He is someone that has changed my worldview about life. Knowing him was a game changer to me. So go out there and find somebody. When you do that, you won't regret it. That brings us to the other area of my life. Meditation. When I look at where I am now, how I was able to give birth to my purpose, meditation was critical in that journey, especially when I actually went to meet him, because I've always gone to meet him for various conversations. So in this particular engagement, when I went to meet him for something, I had a project in mind that I wanted to do, and I shared the project with him, but he told me that I don't want you to do this project, but instead this is what I want you to do. And I said, oh good, I'm going to go for it. In that very conversation was when I birthed my purpose. But when I went home, I began to think, why was this the case? Why didn't he tell me to do what I wanted to do? And I began to connect the dots. I began to do what? Connect the dots of the series of things I found myself doing. The things that I do that resonate with me, that bring the best out of me, that make me feel fulfilled, that make me feeling like giving the best of myself. It was simply empowering people. So from 2009 to 2012, I believe, I was able to organize 3 conferences, 1 exhibition and 2 other events. The events were based just to empower people who wanted to go into business, who wanted to achieve success in their life. The event was set up to empower people in those regards. So when I began to connect those dots out of meditation, I began to meditate and began to reflect back, 12 years ago, what I find myself doing, what actually speaks to me. And it was only this one thing that I saw that speaks to me, was me being able to empower people to become the best of themselves. Believing the people that regardless of what, stage or, area people find themselves in life, there is room for growth. There's room for advancement. There's room for progression. I have that absolute belief of people. So when I began to meditate, this whole thing began to, unravel. And don't get the issue of meditation twisted, because a lot of people sometimes feel uncomfortable about meditation. No, it's a good thing. So look above, how people has actually misused, the purpose of meditation. If meditation is really good, people will not also be able to misuse that ability or that gift. So become a man and a woman meditation. When you do that, you will see that your life will change automatically. It brings consciousness to you, the things around your environment. It brings that awareness to you, where you are able to now begin to look at the things that you are doing. Every event that happens in your life, you are able to be aware about those events, and you are able to make meaning of them. Every event that happens in your life is for a reason, it's for a purpose. So when you begin to meditate, you will see your life taking a new turn. And I want you to do that. Okay. So the third move you want to imbibe in your life on your pathway to a mega success, to have a message. A message. So what that simply means is that, what do people know about you? What sort of image have you been able to create around you, that whenever your name is being mentioned, wherever you go, you have a certain image. You've been able to embody something. And the other way I want to put this to you is your values. What what do you emit? What comes out of you? What are the treasures in the inside of you share with people? So what life are you living? What values have you built around yourself? What are your principles? What is your philosophy of life? So if you want to see mega success in your life, you need to become somebody who has embodied something. Whenever people see you, there's something that comes to mind. There's something that comes to mind. So if you don't know your message, if you don't know what you embodied, and you want to be on the path to mega success, you need to begin to think about something. And it's not something that you're just going to think about. It's something that you also need to live. Something that you need to, come out of you. So whenever you go, wherever you, in the things that you say, people see you with something. You are known for something. So what do people know about you? Because on the pathway to become a mega success is not a pathway for jokers. You must have a certain kind of influence. You must be someone who brings change, who brings impact, who brings value. So what are your values? What principles do you guide your life around? What are your guiding principles in life? Because for me, what I've seen myself doing over the years is to empower people. I believe in creativity. I believe in people. I have now begun to see myself as a man of purpose. I am purposeful. So there's anything you can ever see with me, not just even with what I do on this channel, it's also about anything that I engage myself into now. So I don't just do anything just for doing sake. No. Whenever I see myself as part of something, a project, I am resolved to be purposeful to ensure that that goal on that project is accomplished, to become somebody of impact. So you must be somebody that embodied a message, that embodied a certain kind of image if you want to have mega success in your life. So begin to work on that and you will definitely be able to achieve that. All right. So that brings us to the end of this, teaching today. I don't want to take much of our time today. As I said before, we are going to continue it in the other series. In the B part of this video, we'll continue with the 4 other moves, which is your mindset, modeling, your mission, and mastery. These 7 moves has the ability to put us on the pathway of mega success in life. So let's all imbibe these moves and you will definitely be on your path to greatness. Thank you for watching this video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.